Actress and producer Jennifer Beals got her big break while attending Yale University. She landed a starring role, and you know it, the decade-defining 80s film Flashdance. Well, now, flash forward, she has more than 90 film and TV credits to her name.
Her latest is a new Netflix movie called Luckiest Girl Alive. It's based on the best-selling book. Jennifer plays Lola, a mentor to Mila Kunis's character who encourages her not to hold back when writing about a traumatic teenage experience. Take a look.
Let me be perfectly clear. An approximation of honesty doesn't make the cut at the paper of record. So, take another swing at it. Write it like no one will ever read it. Not Luke, not your musty in-laws, definitely not your parents. That is how you write something worth reading.
Oh my God, Jennifer, first of all, that's a wow, and that's such a good life lesson.
Yes.
Some people tell, like, in life, a piece of the truth.
Right.
I'll tell a little, but I won't tell the whole thing. I mean, that's a real life lesson.
Well, Lolo is very direct.
Oh, yeah. I was kind of scared of her, to be totally honest.
No filter whatsoever. And I think one of the things that's really beautiful is that she sees Ani. She sees her, and she knows that her superpower is writing and that she can write her way into healing. Yeah. But only if she is relentlessly honest.
Don't you love that? I mean, I love this character who can be both a mentor and sort of makes her better than she is, you know?
Yes, yeah. And well, I think what's interesting about the characters is they have a lot of similarities. I mean, with Ani's character that Mila Kunis plays, she has... she's at complete odds. Her internal life is at complete odds with her external life. Like, she has all this very sort of darkly humorous internal dialogue happening, and then she's living this seemingly perfect life, and it's completely at odds with one another, and you know that there's going to be this reckoning. And I think, and so she's holding all of these secrets that will have to come to terms with. And I think Lolo is in some ways similar in that you think you know who she is. Like, she's got this acerbic wit, she's super stylish, she's the editor-in-chief of this glossy magazine, but really she also has this desire for more. She wants to be more. She wants to, you know, instead of working at the Women's Bible, she wants to be at the New York Times magazine. And I think they really see, they see each other, but she really acknowledges
your
her
character
power.
was wildly fashionable, and I just wondered, like, in real life, if you were going to have your perfect day, would you be dressed like her, or would you be dressed like
differently?
Another way?
I'd probably be in a wetsuit in the ocean.
Oh, really?
Wetsuit in the ocean.
Is
that what you like?
Yeah, I love open water swimming.
Why?
I love it. I love it. Like, I love it when I'm swimming and, like, a seal pulls up. Or I had one experience where a baby humpback swam underneath me. Oh, look, there you
water.
Are. Oh, that was a happy day.
But so you love being in nature. You love open water swimming, but you're also a little frightened of sharks.
Yeah, but I think that's sort of why you have to, you know, to get over the fear.
Yeah.
And in fact, when we were shooting in Toronto, when we were shooting the film in Toronto, there was a moment where I didn't feel like I was in my body. I felt like, okay, I need to go hug a tree or go get into nature somehow. And so I drove to the nearest provincial park, and I was, you know, the full intention of just renting like a little room in a cabin and going for day hikes. And then I drove into the park, and I stopped at the store to get like a couple of protein bars or whatever, and I found that they rented tents and sleeping bags. I was like, are you kidding me? Yes, please.
Wait, you did that?
So I rented the tent, and I rented the sleeping bag, and I had no change of clothes or anything. I was disgusting. And I just slept in the forest, and I just realized I needed to be on the ground. Like, I needed to sleep on the ground.
What is the feeling? Because that's your eyes closed when you talk about swimming in the open water or being on the earth. What is the feeling that you get?
Oh, it's like communing with something that's so much bigger than you are, and so beautiful and so powerful, and all of that is in you. That's in us all the time, and we just have to somehow find a way to get connected to it. And for me, that's how I do it.
Have you always been that, you know, in love with nature, or was there something that kind of...
Yes, even when I was growing up on the south side of Chicago, like, you know, there would be these lots where there wouldn't be buildings with the overgrown grass, you know, and I would just go in there and pretend that I was in the forest, and there would be little garter snakes, and I'd play with the little snakes or like talk to the squirrels. I mean,
you were that girl.
Yeah, I was that kid. I was that kid.
Your mom is 86.
Yes, she is.
She plays the bass, is that right?
Yes.
She plays the bass?
She's still
in an orchestra. Yeah, she still plays in the orchestra.
Tell us about
No,
her.
my mom is like truly superhuman. Like, she's so, and I think it comes from like a deep curiosity about the world and a dedication to enjoying the things that she enjoys and not,
You know, that's so interesting.
Yes.
My mom's 86 too, and I always feel like she always falls in love with a book, a movie, a friend, a restaurant. It's
Yeah.
always like, guess what happened today? I'm like, oh my
yeah.
God, what? Tell me. Like, that's it.
Yeah, my mom started painting.
Really?
I mean, and these really cool, beautiful paintings. And she started writing. She started writing these stories that are hilarious and kind of dark, you know?
Wow.
And
It's like that always growing and evolving.
Yes, yeah.
Does she believe your success? I mean, I know she's watched you and cheered you on since Flashdance days
I
and
don't
even
think
before.
my mom thinks like that. I don't
really?
think it's like, I mean, she's really deeply proud of me, but I think she's probably proud that I continue to honor my own curiosity and
Yes.
to do the things that make me happy.
She did good.
Yeah, she sure
did.
did.
She's amazing, my mom.
And this movie is so interesting. It's going to start a lot of great
Yeah,
conversations.
and I think, you know, one of the things that I really hope that people take away from it, because the script is so incredible. Like, the tone of the script was so extraordinary in that it starts with this dark humor and then it plunges into this riveting psychological drama, and it uses voiceover in a way that I'd never seen used, particularly for a woman at the center of the story, where, you know, you're able to hear how the internal dialogue is at odds with the external life. And it makes me think, I hope that people, when they are passing other people by in the street, that they think, I don't know what's happening to that person. They could be white-knuckling it through the day right now. They could be hanging on by a thread right now. And so to show some compassion.
Yeah, and empathy.
You know,
I love
By
that.
the way, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
I love this interview.
Yeah, me too.
I love this interview. Okay,
Thank you. Thank
Jennifer.
you.
Thank
It's
you
so
so much.
fun to watch you soar. You can watch The
very
Luckiest Girl Alive on Netflix right now.